Last session we discussed about there are two important dynasty in India. One is we have discussed about Maurya dynasty. Second one we have discussed about Gupta dynasty. So in this class we are discussing next another important dynasty or important monarch in India. So that person name here they given Harshavardhana. So here Harshavardhana he came in which dynasty and what was the achievements he done. So these are the matters we want to discuss. So before that we want to know, yesterday class we have discussed about Gupta dynasty. So we have discussed, here they came one of the important person, that person name we are called as a Vikramaditya. So one of the important person in Gupta dynasty. What was the contribution he given? We already discussed. So after the Chandragupta II or Vikramaditya, the Gupta dynasty, there is no any effective person, they did not come or they did not took leadership in that particular dynasty. So Gupta dynasty declined. So these are the matters we have discussed. So after the decline of Gupta dynasty or after the demolition of Gupta dynasty, one of the new dynasty came in India. So that is Vardhana dynasty. After the decline of Gupta dynasty, one of the new dynasty came established in India. So that is Vardhana dynasty. So now we want to know who is famous king came in this dynasty, in Vardhana dynasty. Here they given the name is Harshavardhana. Harshavardhana is a famous king in Vardhana dynasty. So next year they given he ruled totally 40 years. Harshavardhana ruled overall 40 years in that dynasty, and here saying most important king in North India. He captured overall North India and started to rule. He is one of the important person. He captured North India. He took control by overall North India. So that like they saying. Okay, next we want to discuss what was the achievements he done. Why we are calling as a famous king in Vardhana dynasty. So that only we want to discuss now. Here they given first point, the conquests. First one they given. After his ascension, Harshavardhana united two kingdoms. One is here they given Taneshwar, second one here they given Kanuj. So when he became a king, or when he took leader in Vardhana dynasty, so after that he captured two important places or two important dynasty kingdoms emerged with in his dynasty. So that is two dynasty here they given. First one is Taneshwar, second one here they given Kanuj. So after second one achievements of Harshavardhana, that is here they given when he captured the Taneshwar and Kanuj, after that he made Kanuj as a capital of Vardhana dynasty. This is a two important achievements of Harshavardhana. First one, he captured two places, two kingdoms, one is Taneshwar and Kanuj, and he merged with in his dynasty. And second one, here they given, what they given? Here they saying that one, he captured the Kanuj and made by capital of Vardhana dynasty. These are the two important achievements of Harshavardhana. So now we want to know other contributions of Harshavardhana. Only this much is given. Any other contributions are there? Yeah, is there. Here they given one by one. First one here they given Harshavardhana. How we have discussed about the Ashoka. Same that way here Harshavardhana also one of the important leader about encouragement of religious. He also given support about the religious matters. So he also inspired by Buddhism and he converted Buddhism religion and he given more contribution to spread the religion of Buddhism. This is one of the important achievement of Harshavardhana. Okay, second one here they given, second one other points. What is that one? Here they saying that only we already discussed in Gupta dynasty, they built by one of the ancient dynasty, one of the oldest dynasty in India, that is Nalanda dynasty, oldest university in India, that is Nalanda universities. So here they given Harshavardhana is sent who are interested about getting education is sent to Nalanda University to get a education. So this was one of the important achievement of Harshavardhana. And next one point here they given, when we converted Buddhism, same Ashoka what they did about the religious matters, same that like here also Harshavardhana, he sent some of the missionaries to spread about the Buddhism, about the religion of Buddhism. So here they saying that only he sent China, and here they given, so when he sent the China and India both also developed good relationship. Because of we sent missionaries to spread Buddhism. So on this way, both countries also they maintain good relationship, India and China. This was one of the important achievement of Harshavardhana. So afterwards here they saying next one. So these are the matters. These are the matters, the lifestyle of the Harshavardhana, achievements. These are the matters. One of the important person, that person name is Bana. He written in one of the important book. That book name is here they given, Harsha-charita. Bana is one of the important writer. He composed in one book about the life history of Harshavardhana. In that book name is here they given Harsha-charita. And he written about Huyan is one of the important person, Chinese traveler. He came in India to visit and to see what was the achievements or what was the situations is going on in India. So these are the matters we have discussed. He also given so much of contribution about Indian political administrative system. So in the 2% about also, Bana, he written in book, that book name is Harsha-charita. So what was the achievements we are getting about the information about Harshavardhana? These are the matters we have got in Bana's book. So these are the important achievements of Harshavardhana. After that year they given, after in the year of 647 CE, Harshavardhana died. So after that, once again, there is no effective or strongest leader did not come in Vardhana dynasty. So Vardhana dynasty declined. So these are the important points about Vardhana dynasty. First one is famous king Harshavardhana, totally ruled by 40 years, mainly focused in which place he majorly ruled in North India. And achievements, he captured two important kingdoms. One is Taneshwar, second one is Kanuj, and he made Kanuj as a capital. And other achievements also we have discussed. He is one of the important person. He also given importance about the religious matters. He converted to Buddhism. And we discussed, he sent, who was interested about the education, he sent to Nalanda University. And another point we discussed, he sent some of the missionaries to teach about the religion of Buddhism. So this was one of the important point. And last, finally, we discussed one of the important person, Bana. He written in his book Harsha-charita about Harshavardhana. What was the achievements he done. So these are the important points about Harshavardhana. So next now we want to discuss next another important dynasty. Here they given the Mughal Empire. One of the important dynasty in India, kingdom in India, that is the Mughal Empire. And we want to discuss who are famous kings came in that dynasty and what was the contribution they given to Indian society. So these are the matters now we want to discuss. So here they given first one. So here one of the important person in Mughal dynasty, here they given Akbar. Before that we want to know who is founder of Mughal dynasty. So the Mughal dynasty founder is Babur. Babur is the founder of Mughal dynasty. Here Akbar is a third king of Mughal dynasty. He is a third person, took leadership in Mughal dynasty. So next one point here they give, when he came or when he took the power or when he became as a king in that particular dynasty, in Mughal dynasty, they given at the age of 13. So at the age of 13, he became king in Mughal dynasty. And here next one they given is one of the brave leader and successfully he maintained the good administrative system in Mughal Empire. So he is one of the important person, effectively implemented so many programs in his dynasty. So now we want to discuss that means what was the achievements he done. Why we want to call is a famous king. So here they given some of the points. First one here they given Akbar is able a general, is one of the important, not only a king, is able to a general, military general, is a one of the warrior. So next one here they given, he in 1556 he defeated by Emu, the military chief of Adil Shah Suri, in second battle of Panipat. This is one of the important achievements of Akbar. Akbar, he defeated the dynasty or the person, here they given that person name is Emu in 1556. And who is given guidelines or direction to Akbar? This like only you want to do war. If you're doing this like, you get the, you can win the battle. That like who given guidelines here? They given that person name is Bairam Khan. So Bairam Khan, he given guidelines. Under the guidelines, he did the battle against Emu and he won the battle in 1556. This is one of the important achievement of Akbar. And second one here they given, after that in 1561 to 1601, he captured so many places. He occupied so many places. Here they given one by one. First one is Malwa, second one Gujarat, Bengal, Kashmir, Kandahar, Kabul. These are the place he took control in his under. So these are the two important achievements. One is he defeated Emu in 1556 in the battle of second Panipat. Second one, he captured so many places in India. Malwa, here they given that like only Malwa, Magadha, Kashmir, Kandahar, Bengal, Gujarat. So these are the places he captured. So these two are the important points. And another one here they given, he tried to win the favor of the Rajput to expand his empire. Not only this one, he defeated Rajput dynasty also and he extended his dynasty. So these like he became very famous king in India. He captured or he battled against, there are different dynasty who were there in that time in dynasty. He battled against that particular dynasty and captured, those are the places. So next we want to discuss another important achievements of Akbar. I already told, he not only interested about, he not only able about the warrior, he is one of the good administrator. So what was the other achievements he done? So here they given one of the important achievement, that is here they given Deen-e-Ilahi. So what is meant by Deen-e-Ilahi? Here they given Deen-e-Ilahi means divine faith. You want to believe about the God. So what he done? What was the achievements done based on Deen-e-Ilahi? So here they saying that only he is one of the important person. He have good qualities in his lifestyle. He adopted good qualities, honesty, truthfulness, equality. So these are the values he adopted in his lifestyle. So on this based, he observing the society of India or in Mughal Empire. There is the religion based discrimination. There is a casteism, gender discrimination. So observing these are the matters. What was the situation, social conditions is going on in our empire, in our dynasty or in our kingdom. So he observed, Akbar observed. After that, he thought that we want to implement one of the good quality religion. So on this based here they are saying that only when you see the religious matters, what was the matters is going on in surrounding area. So after that he thought that we want to implement or we want to establish one of the new religion, because of peoples they want to know which practice we want to should do in our lifestyle. Because of peoples they are practicing different types of tradition or cultures. So he thought that what was the good qualities are there in other religions, for example Hindu, Muslim or Jainism, Buddhism. What are the religions are there in India on that time? He studied about these are the religion matters. So what was the main teachings of Buddhism, Jainism, Islam or Hindu? He discussed in various scholars. After that, he took some of the important points or good qualities in that particular religion. And he created one book and he established it by one of the new religion. So that religion for the given name as a Deen-e-Ilahi. So in that religion, he adapted, that only I already told, he adapted different types of qualities, good qualities of other religions. For example, Hindu religion, any good qualities are there? He adapted in Deen-e-Ilahi. Is there any good qualities in Islam? That point also he mentioned. Or Jainism or Buddhism, same. So these like he made by one of the new religion in his dynasty, that is Deen-e-Ilahi. So beginning this religion is expanded so much, but after that, after the death of Akbar, there is the other king. Who are the kings they came? They did not given that much of support. So this religion is declined. So this is also one of the important achievements of Akbar. So after that here they given other achievements of Akbar. So here they given one of the important achievement is the effective administrative leader, means effectively implemented so many of administrative programs in his dynasty. So one of the important contribution or one of the important program here they given, he cancelled the tax of jizya. So what is jizya? That means jizya means on the time non-Muslim peoples, they want to live in that particular dynasty, they want to pay the tax. So when he became a king, when he became Akbar a king, so he saw these are the practice. After that, why we want to take the tax? Because all are equal. We all are human beings. Why we want to take only with of non-Muslims? So he cancelled the tax of jizya. So this is one of the important achievements. And second one here they given, he did not given that much of formulate education system what we saw in other dynasty. So that like we cannot see in this dynasty. But here they given one of the important, this one, he lover of architecture or encouragement. He given encouragement and he given importance about learning to other peoples. He did not make any policy of based of education, but he encouraged given to get a education and architecture. So in that based, he also in his fort he have, there are saying by Navaratnas means 9 gems, 9 scholars. What we saw, these like only Navaratnas are 9 jewelers in Gupta dynasty. Same that like here also Akbar, he also have in his fort there are 9 Ratnas or Navaratnas. That only here they given 9 gems. And another important matter here they saying, points they are saying, in that Navaratnas or 9 gems in, there are 2 important leaders. Now also still people they are remembering. We also. Who are there? First one here they given, Abdul Fazal is a chief minister of in his fort, means in this dynasty. And second one here they given, Tainsen, the famous singer. And another one, Birbal, the minister of who was famous is wit and humor. Is one of the knowledgeable person, and you know how to handle the problems of in that particular situation. So these are the 3 important person they have in his fort, in Akbar fort. These are the 3 important person in Navaratna 9 gems in, these are the 3 best ones. So this is also one of the important point. Another one here they given Raja Todramalla, he also one of the important administrator. So after that, next one here they given Akbar, he given encourage to architecture. Already I told, he built by so many of architecture style or buildings in Mughal Empire. So here they given one by one. First one is Agra Fort and the Fatehpur Sikri. Here they given in page number 284. Just open it, page number 284. You can see there are 2 images, Fatehpur Sikri and another one is Baldan Darwaz. So these are the important contribution, and Humayun's tomb and Agra Fort. So these are the contribution given by Akbar. So after that Akbar, he died in 1605. So after that Akbar, here they given, after that this is the like of what he administrative he done or what was the contribution done. So that's why given one of the name, that is Akbar the Great. Because of that much of contribution he given to Indian society or Mughal Empire. He gives so much of contribution. We discussed that only. He not only given importance about the war, no. Are he only given importance about the religious matters? No. Are he only given the administrative matters? No. He given importance to all the sectors. And he observed, I maintain all are equal in his society or in his dynasty. So that also we have discussed. So that's why he got the title. Here they given title, that is Akbar the Great. So these are the important points about Akbar. So next session, next class, we can discuss another important person came in same dynasty, in Mughal dynasty. This person about we can discuss in next session. Okay, thank you.